cameras, one angle.
Bro,
No cuts.
we've changed.
For now. New year,
New year,
101,
new us.
we're changing it now. The next 100 episodes, change the setup, and this is it.
Yeah. This is no more guests, no more anything, just us.
Enough babes on tapes, the spray.
Where do we start? First of all, thank you for everyone that came out for the last episode.
Yes,
really
yes.
fucking appreciate you guys. And like I said, I didn't know anybody was gonna come out.
Yeah, so we had like 7-8 people here.
Yeah, nah, man, it was good vibes.
It was good vibes, yeah.
What's called? Camera angle got fucked up. My apologies, that was my fault. And the audio was a bit like I think I know now what to do to fix it next time. But yeah, look, we live and we learn, innit?
We live and learn. 100 episodes in, we're still making mistakes. That just shows you it's a grind, it's a progress. You just have to keep going and keep doing better every week.
Except, hold on, because I keep forgetting to put this out there. Bruv, if you are somebody that wants to get into editing, if you want to get into like producing, if you want to get into all of that, if you're a uni student, you're looking for some experience, or you just want to start joining the Charger team.
If you know anybody looking for experience in the things they just mentioned, any uni students looking for experience in media, this would be a good starting place, let's just say.
Bruv.
Let's just say.
You know, we pop, you pop. We do well, you do well.
We all eat together.
No, but like I know we're joking about it, but like on all seriousness, we do really want to step up the production. We want certain, like we want editors, we want to step up the production. We do have a lot of things we want to do this year as well. And honestly, we can't do it on our own. Yeah. Like what's called no one manages an island, or there's no I in team or whatever the fuck.
It takes a village to raise a podcast.
Every single cliche that you can think of is certainly right here.
100%.
But no, like legit. And the thing is, like, I know it's one of those things that sometimes people say that they want to do it, but when money isn't really coming in, they're not really dedicated. But however, this is a thing where it, like, we can see now, like, podcasts in Ireland and stuff like that, we're starting to become a bit more, I won't say mainstream, but like brands are starting to notice us, and we're starting to do like legit work and stuff like that. So if you're trying to get into directing and you put that you've literally helped this podcast and this is
produce the podcast,
you know what I'm saying, and this is a whole reel of your work, when you go outside, like at the end of the day, nobody really cares about degrees and shit anymore. Like everybody and their own cause of degrees, the experience that you have that will take you to the next level. So if you do want to, like, there's opportunities here. We do want to help people out. And also, I'm not going to sit here and say that this is all for your help. This is a lot for our help as well. We want to take the podcast to the next level. Yep. So if you know somebody, or you know a friend, you have a family member, or even you yourself, just hit us up. And the thing is, like, we don't expect you to be perfect in the first place. It's a learning experience between the both of us. Like, even look at our boy. Our boy Harry. Fam, Harry, how did Harry become the man?
We just like, kind of like this. We hit us up, and it was like, I know I've seen you guys do clips, and I think at that time Dave left. In and around the time Dave left anyway.
Fam.
So Dave was doing the clips before he left. Shout out Dave. And we were kind of looking for someone to do the cuts, the transitions, and put flipping subtitles on it. And it's just a lot of work for us. And you know us on Charger, if we can pay for convenience and we can save ourselves time. So Harry gets a cut. And again, just to piggyback off Dave's point, if it is like your passion and producing or content or editing, that's something you actually want to do. Because the podcast side of it is something that we actually want to do, so we pay to do it, and we've not really done 100 episodes, barely made like a profit out of it, but we enjoy doing it. So it has to come from within. Like, this is something that you want to do first and foremost, learn it and become good at it, and then obviously with time it will also become a business for you. But we'll just be transparent. We're not in a position to be like saying, "Oh yeah, throw bags at this editor, throw bags at this producer."
Bro, if I was in place to throw bags, I wouldn't be talking about it here. You just see new edits.
We'll do a LinkedIn ad.
Oh, and for what's called for context, Harry's the guy that does our clips. Hit him up, Harry.snippet on Instagram.
Harry.snippet does the clips, does the thumbnails.
Fam, man used us. Got to the next level, started getting podcast.
Now he has people that do the thumbnails for him.
Fam,
he says, "Oh, my thumbnails guy's gonna get back to you."
You know, the part that killed me. Like, I woke up one morning and it's like, oh, my editor just went MIA. He called in sick. I said, yeah.
So who's gonna edit that part? But that's the thing, though. The thing about going from worker to entrepreneurship, I literally having this conversation with like Simi yesterday, and I use Manny as a reference. It's like why Manny said he doesn't call himself an entrepreneur, because he's still working. He just wants to be at a stage where he's running the business and maybe has a few high-end clienteles. But at the most part, he's running the business. So that's kind of like Iris transitioning to from actually doing the groundwork himself. Now he's delegating, getting people to do
Yo,
here and there.
it's
and
like
then
he's like, oh yeah,
running things now. He's just
fam, you even said it like, oh, my clips got my thumbnail got killed. This I say, is that right?
Yes, editors and thumbnail guys. I was like,
Fam.
man, like Harry, you know?
all of just one simple DM and just helping our podcast grow. Like obviously, like we work together, and even we got Lenny as well that helps us with the merch. Actually, I do need to tell Lenny about some shit.
Man, Lenny's embarrassed and enjoying life.
Did you get what I mean?
I hear it though. If you are like if you're 25 or under, my guys, move out of this country and experience that life.
Please
go anywhere. Like I know my brother-in-law is also thinking of going to Canada. I'm like, yep. And the same conversation I would have with Dave every day in the car. Dave was like, the only thing that wants to keep him here is like, oh, it's the pod. And then I know the pod is cold, but I'm like, the experience that you will gain in 6 months living over there, compared to living here for another 2 years doing the same thing again and again, like in terms of like gym, work, weekend on the night out, gym, work, date night. I said, brother, don't let this podcast be the thing that holds you back from experiencing this. So.
Yeah, and also I do think it's one of them situations where like your normal is just means that you almost think that this is what life is like everywhere.
Yeah.
Until you go and you're like,
yeah.
Rah, this is, it's not the same.
Exactly.
Like, and like, because like obviously everywhere has different cultures, and I know sometimes we go to England and stuff like that, but English culture and Irish culture, they're very different, but they're also very the same as well.
Yeah.
So
there's
like,
a level of crossover. Sometimes it's like it's a high end of what you can. Yeah, I
do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. But when you're going to Spain, and what's that thing that they have, where they take a nap in the middle of the day?
Siestas.
Yeah, fam, give me a siesta. I need a siesta.
Yeah, I remember going to Barcelona that time that you were supposed to go. That's the only time I've actually been to Spain.
Don't get me started on that fucking trip.
that time you were supposed. That's the only time I've actually been to Spain. I know you actually go to places to eat at lunchtime, and they're closed.
Yeah,
and it's shit like saying no, we're not open until 2:00 again.
Also, what's called? I don't think I could ever work in America.
Why,
bro?
Have you been to America yet?
No.
Okay.
But the reason why is because, bro, them man have like 5 holiday days for the year.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I think someone was saying that Tim Pierce Morgan was on Breakfast Club and he was saying like he was kind of praising it, how the work ethic is. You guys have 2 weeks for the year. I'm like,
fuck that.
Why are you praising them for having 10 annual leave days, man?
10.
People use that in the phone quarter.
Yeah, bro.
People use that in the same quarter.
Fam, I know some people at work have already taken a week off.
Bro, I think I was doing my annual leave for the first quarter. Obviously, go to a wedding. I just booked there and I booked because he's doing the Tried and the Way. I said, I'm using like nearly half of my annual leave for this nigga.
If it was America, you'd have used all of it.
Bruv, if it was America, I would tell him, I can't go.
Even what's called, where one of my boys that's in Canada, like, he's an auditor, right? Bro, my man would be working till 12, 1 a.m., 2 a.m. And it's not even like he works at 2 a.m. and then the next day you start late. You work till 2 a.m., 9 o'clock, you're back.
And you have to be in office.
Sometimes.
Okay. If it's not okay, but at least if I'm working to 1 a.m. and I'm driving home, don't expect me to be back here.
Yeah, but
don't expect you to come again.
But that's the culture in some places. Yeah, it just shows how different cultures can be. Like at the end of the day, you could still be doing the same work and all this kind of stuff, but it's just like obviously if you live by a beach, the lifestyle is gonna be a bit more chill.
Yeah.
But if you live in a city, lifestyle's gonna be a bit more fast paced and shit.
I always say that, like, I think there's a saying about Boston, the city, because there's a lot of comedians like Bill Burr, Joe Rogan, a lot of comedians Patrice O'Neal come from Boston, and they said the thing about Boston is it's a city, but it's also cold. It's also flipping. There's always loads of snow, so there's a lot of hardship. Yeah. And because of that hardship, it breeds like humor and different type of people. Whereas you're going to like LA, where there's beaches, the sand.
Everyone just wants to be an actor.
You know, so there's not, that grind isn't the same in warm weather countries as it is in like cold weather countries where they're like, But
is there a place you'd like to live? That is an Ireland, obviously.
Amsterdam. I would have liked to live in Amsterdam. I love the city.
Oh, okay.
I think Dami said she lived in Amsterdam, so that's a cool little city to live in and just to visit. Has a bit of everything again, but it still be kind of cold. I would have liked to live in Barcelona. I like it's a city with a beach on it, so I like this. Do you know the funny thing about those countries and those cities? Sorry, like Spain and Portugal. If you're an English speaker, sometimes you don't even feel like you're in a foreign country. They can all speak English. Like I've been to Portugal and I'm in shops and I'm speaking English to everybody. I've been to Amsterdam and I'm in shops and speaking English to everybody. But Paris, you must speak.
Yeah, French. But no. But apparently the French are a bit snobby with the like, yo, this is our thing. You got to do our thing.
Cities. What about you yourself? What cities?
Honestly, I just want to I feel like I deserve to wake up and it should be warm. all the time.
I hear it.
Like that's actually that's my biggest thing.
Live in
Like,
Nigeria.
you know what? I hear it for a bit.
Yeah.
But the thing is, my problem with not living in Nigeria right now is that I have zero connections in Nigeria. Like, obviously, I've got extended family, but I don't chat to them.
Yeah.
So because I don't chat to them, it's almost like I wouldn't come. Do you get what I'm saying? So I'd need to have like friends and shit like that and go over there and really be like that for me to go live in somewhere like that. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, my friend Morris says like living in Nigeria is a vibe because he went to live there for 2 years to finish school. But he says the only thing that's difficult is the day-to-day admin of stuff. Like going to the bank, like getting stuff done is very like your drawn blood.
No, but I'm not going Nigeria unless I have peas. Unless I'm peed up.
Yeah, I think other than that, in Europe, probably Amsterdam and like Barcelona because it is warm, and in Lisbon, I would go to a warm place. I'm not gonna go to like a London. I can go to London in 40 minutes.
You think I'm going to Russia or somewhere, or Ukraine or Poland or something?
Those countries I don't even want to visit.
Nigger in them.
Nah, man, I'll just be hearing an aggressive tone too much. And I'm like, oh,
You know, and they might just be saying, "Oh, how's your day going?" Or Germany. No, actually, I heard Berlin is lit.
I heard Berlin is lit.
I heard Berlin is lit.
I don't know if it's lit for like.
One of the boys moved to go like start his own. He's a barber. He moved there. He has his own shop now and everything. Okay. And he swears like, yo, Berlin is lit.
Yeah,
like,
no.
He loves living there and all that kind of shit.
Inner Europe would be cool because you can always get to the other places in Europe. Like I know I've obviously have family in Brussels and they just take trains to places and they just drive. Like I think my grand uncle, like my nanny's brother, I don't know whatever that is, term that is.
Your granny's brother.
Yeah, my grandmother's
yeah.
My grand uncle.
Yeah.
I'm guessing. Yeah.
Bro.
Because he was my grandma and my mom, my grand uncle. Yeah. So he passed away recently, and like all my cousins from like Paris and everything, everywhere was there. My mom was sending me pictures like, all the cousins are there except like her kids. I'm like, yeah, because they can drive fucking an hour and a half.
You know what I'm saying?
In the city,
bro.
They don't do passports, check-ins. They don't have to go through all of this.
They don't have to do 100 milliliters.
You know?
Fuck that. Man.
On a week's, it's like when someone passes, you have like a week's notice before they do the burial. So they can do that on 2 days' notice. For me to do that on a week's notice, I have to book flights. I have to book.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's like me drive to Galway. I could drive to Galway right now.
Do you know? They drive up and then they just drive back the same.
Do you get what I'm saying? Or fuck it, just take a train. Like it's different.
Inner Europe would be cool for that because when I was going to Brussels for the 80th, tickets were expensive and I couldn't understand why. I was like, I've gone to Brussels before, tickets are not this expensive. I think it was like 220 return or something, but usually on Ryanair. So I'm like, what's going on?
Shit, that reminds me. I actually have to buy tickets.
Yeah, and then I watched it, but it was the same time as the Rugby World Cup in Paris. So people were flying to Brussels because it was cheaper.
They can take a train.
Down to Paris. I was like, yeah, no, it makes sense. But
Afghan?
Before we got to the Afghan, I want to attach to. Do you see Travis Nels there with the Blockbuster? Do you listen?
Bruv. Oh, no, that beat's crazy.
That Harry crazy. Liam, hit me up. Come on the podcast.
Yeah, we need you right here.
Liam Harris, sorry. Liam Harris, we need you right here to say, you see, like, it's getting a bit of traction now worldwide. I've seen it on a couple of blogs, like UK rap.
UK rap, yeah.
And I saw it on another one as well in America. Do you think now it's like we are finding our sound? Because it's the caption was like, oh, Irish rap. So now they're attaching it like, oh, this is Irish rap, not just rap. No, it's actually like, oh no, this is our sound now.
Nah, I think people are just gonna say Irish rap just because it's from Ireland. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? And also they don't expect anything from us. But this is what I've always said. Like, it's gone to the place where that video is so cold,
clean. In that with that fucking car, I need that camera.
Bro, we need to replace these cameras.
What the hell did they use for that? Oh man!
But yeah, so what's called the visuals are cold. The production is crazy. The boys could always rap. So the boys can rap. It's almost one of those situations where if you put on 5 videos from 5 different places, you wouldn't be like,
this feels like out of place.
Yeah, do you know what I'm saying?
Even the quality of the music and the song, the production, the boys rapping, everything feels like it belongs.
Yeah, and also to be fair as well, like a few times I've been on TikTok and shit like that. The people that don't live in Ireland will be doing stuff about Irish music. Like I remember I was scrolling one day and this guy was like, "Oh, there's this Irish artist. His name is Femi. This is his song. This and that." And then there's another one that was like, it literally started off with Irish music is trash. But some guy from Cork, I can't remember what his name is, but this guy from Cork, he's doing this, and he might be the one that makes people stop saying, and then obviously the video restarts, that Irish music is trash. But people are paying attention. Yeah. And
you can see it now. Like, you can see the trash, even like, obviously, your man from Cortez, I can't remember his name, Cortez.
Or
Clint's sharing it, and it's on UK Rap Daily, and I saw it on another blog page with like 200k followers saying like, yo, if you're not from Ireland, you haven't heard of like Travis and Nels. Listen to Travis's flow. I think Travis killed that song. Are you gonna back my beef, my bro? I was like, nah. Like very impressed to a level where I get more and more impressed every time I hear. Like with time, it just gets better. Like that's what I'm trying to say. Like with time, the quality of the videos are getting better. The production is getting better. The quality of the rappers are getting better. So I'm really happy with it.
It's gone to a place where you can't say, "Oh, that's great for Irish rapper." Boom. It's just that's just a good song. Like the thing is, like genuinely, like you know me, I'm like I always say, I put my hands up. I'm not the most. If you're talking about the Irish scene, I'm not the guy. Do you get what I'm saying? And I just like what I like. I'm not the music guy. I don't know anything about a lot of things. I just like what I like. And now I'm putting Irish music in my playlist regularly, and it's not like a thing of it comes up and I skip it. It's oh, Blockbuster comes on. Yeah. There's been a couple of times that I need to listen to that again.
Especially when I think Travis has my favorite verse on that one. Especially the beginning. I don't know, like it's just so clean. How you doing, Jen?
I'm good. How are you?
You look nice.
Thanks, I'm going out tonight.
Yeah. We're going to.
Are you gonna be there?
Is this a slow jams thing?
Yeah, we're gonna be there.
I have to go back home, collect the missus, and then
all right,
make my way.
What's popping, anyways? How are you?
How are you getting on?
I'm good. Congratulations on
which one?
The baby, the marriage.
Yes.
All of the above.
So much has happened since the last. Like, I think I saw you at DLT briefly. I walked past you.
That was a haze. DLT
You're
was,
gone,
I was finished.
You're finished. How you getting on though?
I'm good.
How long you here for?
Till Monday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you visit Ireland much?
Yeah, every 4 months.
Every quarterly.
Yeah.
Just for
her, I see my friend Steph. Check up on my peoples.
Oh, friends.
What's good? Would you travel quarterly for me? You do it for me though.
Sure. Bro, when was the last time I was even in your house?
You've been in my house bears over the last
because you're doing shit.
I saw you were in my church last week for the child dedication.
Oh shit. Actually, no. Let's do intro, quiz, and then we'll get into that.
Okay, let's do the intro. Anyways, we are here. We are charged.
Bang, bang.
This is the podcast with the highest level analysis the culture needs. I'm Daddy J, but you might can call me Jordan, and I'm here with...
You know it's your girl's favorite voice, Big Dij, nigga with the Midas touch.
And who we got here today?
I'm Jenn, Jenn _Jenn. No, I can't even say that.
You get nervous,
Let's do that again. I did!
The camera.
Oh my God. The last time I did this, there was no camera, so it was...
Yeah. Don't worry, we'll talk about that.
On Deji's
Don't worry, we'll talk about that.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
so it's Jenn. My name is Jenn. Jenn _Jenn. That's it.
So I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago. Fiona was like, "Oh, Jen wants to do the pod."
Yeah.
I'm always curious. Why did you want to do a pod? What do you want to get off your chest?
I just thought it'd be fun.
No, this gets great crack, really. So
here
in
charge,
charge.
Good crack.
What?
I just thought it'd be good crack. Yeah.
To be honest, it is good crack.
Here in charge, we do a quiz.
Okay.
I don't know if they've told you.
Yeah, I was warned.
Okay.
I was warned.
Nah, because then they'll say favoritism again.
So 5 questions each.
Okay.
5 from me, 5 from Dij.
All right. Okay.
You have 2 lifelines.
You have 2 lifelines.
Okay.
When I'm asking a question, Dij can help you answer. Dij doesn't know my questions.
Okay.
Vice versa.
Okay.
Who do you want to go first?
Jordan, let's go.
Okay, let's go. Where are you from? Nigeria?
Yeah, I'm Nigerian. Yeah.
Okay. How many times have Nigeria won the African Cup of Nations? You can use your lifeline.
You know, I'm gonna guess 3 times.
Bang bang. That's it.
Am I right? Yeah. Oh, what can I say? You know, you're good.
They won it in 1894, 2013.
Go on.
In the series Drake and Josh, what was their sister's name?
Megan.
Bang bang.
Megan.
You live in London now, yeah?
Yeah.
How many boroughs are in London? I love the boroughs question.
That's a tough question.
I heard it in 90s before as well.
I'm just going to let you know now, don't use me.
How many boroughs are in London?
Can I ask a question?
No. No, because if you give hints, they get on our necks.
12?
Ooh, close. 32. It wasn't close.
Do you know what? Do you know what's mad? I thought 32. I thought about that, but I was like, that's too much. I was like, it's not possible.
Next time, go with your
Damn.
Which Irish fashionista is self-proclaimed the architect?
Oing.
Yes. Question 5. What year did Jay-Z and Beyonce get married? You're a Beyonce fan? I saw you guys all did.
I went there because I feel like once in your life, you have to experience a Beyonce concert.
I hear this.
But I'm a Solange fan.
Okay.
Yeah, but once in your life, you have to go to...
No, I hear this because I always say it. I was like, she's such an icon and I'm living in her era.
Exactly.
But I can't be bothered. Like we're gonna talk about her in the same breath as like the Michael Jackson. The
No, it
Beatles.
was
Like, we're going to talk about her
amazing.
that way, and my kids are gonna look at me. You never gone.
So
to
you
see
didn't
her. I
even
was like,
you didn't even try.
I was like, nah,
And she came to Alan bare times.
I just can't be bothered.
No, you should because it was amazing.
If she brings her husband, I'll go. When they did that tour again, remember years ago? They did
That's not
I know
happening
after
again,
the
bro.
whole cheatation and everything is on punishment.
It's not just say the
Can't
cheatation.
come in
Black
anywhere.
men don't cheat. That was those allegations.
I'll just be quiet.
Well, this room just got awkward, bitch.
See, even your friend could not back you up. Even him, he was like,
Anyways, that's the question. What year did they get married?
I want to say 2012.
No. 2008, sorry.
Oh, okay.
April 2008 is when
Oh,
they got
fair.
married. So that's 3.
Yeah, not bad.
What's called? How did Shakira find out that her partner was having an affair?
Oh, I know this one. She came home and opened the fridge and saw maybe a yogurt or something that no one eats in the house. And am I wrong? Why are you squeezing your face? And saw a food item in the fridge that he's allergic to and no one eats in the house, and that's how she knew.
You got to give me the food item.
No, that was not part of the requirement.
That's the question.
That's actually
That's the question.
the big.
That's the question. You could use your lifeline.
I could be your lifeline. I know.
Do you know the answer?
Yeah.
Okay.
The jam.
Yeah.
Jar of jam.
The jam was gone, and he doesn't like jam.
Okay.
What's called? Oh, you like to stitch in it? Yeah. What's called? What kind of stitch is most commonly used for a hem?
Zigzag.
I've got here blind because that's what a blind stitch.
Blind.
That's what Google said. So unfortunately, I can't give you that one.
I think that's right.
Google it for me. Google it for me. What's called? What kind of wait, what kind of stitch would most commonly use for a hem? Google that. We'll get back to that.
Okay.
VAR is doing that. In the show Friends, what was Rachel's surname?
Aye.
Stop smiling over there. Stop giving her hints over there.
How do you know?
Commonly used for what?
I'm just gonna let it go.
For a hem.
I don't know.
Hem.
Yeah.
Green?
Yeah, actually.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. What's called? Athena is the goddess, or obviously Greek mythology.
Yeah.
What's called? Athena is the goddess for which? Is the goddess of what? Like. It's cool. Don't worry.
Are you whispering that she can?
War?
Yeah.
Oh.
What's called? What did your Google say?
I couldn't get it, but it just give. I say, what kind of stitch commonly used for him? Says a catch. I don't know.
It's neither of the ones you said, so you don't get the point, unfortunately.
Fair.
What's
But
called?
you weren't right either, so
That's what Google told me. So
just saying.
that's
how
what
many questions is
1,
that?
2, 3, 4. Oh, which fashion designer was shot and killed in Miami in Florida in 1997?
Giorgio Versace.
Oh, so that was
I didn't know that.
Of course I know that.
I don't know.
that's what, 4 out of 5, and she got how
fashion.
many for you? 3, 7.
7.
Hey,
That's nearly then. Our high score is 9.
Hey, thank you.
It's
Thank
on
you.
the shout
Thank you.
Our high score is 9. Unfortunately, you didn't get the high score.
I know she told me.
But
But I
you
was
still
close.
get to bring home some. It's in merch 7, yeah. So 7 is the
What's good? What size are you?
Size 6.
top with medium.
Extra
large.
small.
Oh yeah. Oh, we got merch for you. Yeah.
Hey, there we go.
We got merch for you.
Those are the sizes we can.
You can't get rid of.
Literally.
Yeah.
It hasn't come
Oh,
yet.
the one that you for
Yeah. What's called? That's why I said we need to text Lenny. Lenny hasn't sorted out our merch yet.
We'll send it over to you. Just send us your postcode or whatnot. And
Thanks. Because
I
what
don't
you
know her
say?
address. Just send it over to her, anyways.
Yeah. What's called? I haven't seen you since our episode. You know.
Yeah, I know.
Really?
Wait,
Yeah.
No.
When did
No,
you guys
I've
do that
seen you.
Okay.
episode?
I've seen you.
I
Man,
want
I've
to ask
seen,
when.
I've seen you.
Okay. Anyways,
Yeah.
Ages of fool.
why are you saying did you?
Anyways,
Don't
yeah.
did you me, man?
So you were gonna say something. She put me
Oh yeah, shit. What's called? Yeah, that episode was wild. And the one standout of that episode was first of all, it's called No Choke Me. Go listen to it, DM podcast on Spotify everywhere. No choke me. Literally, it was no, comma, choke me.
Okay, I need context. What was the name of the
I
episode?
was young.
That was the name of the episode.
That was the name of the episode.
Why? I know, but obviously why.
Oh, because I think if memory serves me right,
No.
if memory serves me right, a certain individual was asked to choke, and he wasn't choking the way she needed to choke. So she said, "No, choke me."
pussy. Nah, bro. Imagine hearing a jury. You might have to. Your ego will probably make you want to kill her. How are you calling me?
Well, I'm still alive. I'm still alive. Oh Lord.
Okay. No, fair.
Yeah.
But do you know how many? Do you know what's going? I got bare messages telling people to bring you back. You know.
Oh really?
Yeah. I think it's just because it just got a bit.
Yeah.
You know, people love sex talk.
Yeah. Sex sells, and they'll pretend it doesn't, but
It does.
They do enjoy it. But I wanted to kind of talk about this. Did you guys see Roz? You know Roz from Get the Gist podcast?
Yes.
She went viral recently on the Shade Borough because she went on a reality show where.
Oh yeah.
And then obviously the topic came up on another podcast called The Day After, and I don't want to make this about Roz. I could talk to Roz whenever when she comes on. I want to talk about the topic in general. So there was a scene of her maybe defending for herself, standing up for herself, and someone told her she was being terrified or aggressive.
Here we go.
I've never really seen the scene myself. So then on the day after, Margs from another podcast was talking about it, and he was like saying like she got upset that they called her terrifying or being aggressive.
Yeah.
But she was being terrifying or being aggressive. Now, that's a separate point in itself. But what I want to talk about is like, as black people or in general, I know we have certain negative connotations attached to us.
Yeah.
Like I've been in group chats where they say Jordan's always angry, and I hated it because I'm like, I just defend myself. I stand up for myself. Don't say I'm always angry because I won't tolerate your bullshit. But there's still a thing that where if I'm behaving badly, I should still be able to be called out for it.
Yeah.
If I am angry, I should still be able to call out for it. But how do you see it? Because she's obviously a black woman. These connotations are, she doesn't want to be attached to her as aggressive, the attitude, the moody. But the flip side of it is, if someone is acting a certain way, can we still call them out and be like, no, but you are being that way? Or as a community, we kind of have to be like, I can't really say call out behavior for what it is because I don't want to attach these connotations to you.
I think it's a tricky one because if it's like a black person doing that to you, like telling you like you need to chill, like you're doing a bit too much, I think it's more receptive. Like you'll be like, okay, maybe I'm being a bit too aggressive or whatever. But when it's coming from a non-black person saying that, there's more attached to it than the expected. Like it's almost like you're putting me into that stereotype of an angry black woman. Instantly, that's what my head is going to go straight into.
Rightly so,
Yeah. And it's like, no, I'm not that. In most cases, is that we're defending ourselves. It's not necessarily a case that we want to box you or anything. I might be angry because you did something stupid or you did something that upset me, but in most cases, we're defending ourselves because you've said something dumb.
Yeah.
So like by me defending myself, maybe, especially as like Africans, we're loud.
Yeah.
So by talking, I'm talking like this. I'm saying, no, you're obsessive. And that person is doing, oh, I'm so scared. Like,
especially when they started as well. That's
it's like you started it. You brought me to this point. You raised your voice, and now I'm matching your voice. Now you're shriveling back. Like one thing I do try to do, especially when I'm angry. I don't like to talk when I'm angry because my mouth is very violent. I say things that you don't like, or I just try to talk in like a soft tone. I'm still angry, but I don't raise my voice because there's no point where you cannot say, oh, you're being aggressive. How am I being aggressive when I'm talking to you like this?
Yeah, it's like, it's funny because we have to watch our tone.
Yeah.
Even if I am heated in the moment, I do feel strongly passionate because obviously, like again, not to make this about Rose or anything, it's like even with the Nella's Rose thing at I Am Celeb, I think I said it to Deja, like there's certain things I didn't agree with how she was behaving, and obviously Deja also gave me a point of view, but you have to take the environment into consideration, where she is, who she's with, she's hungry. I'm like, yeah, that's fair, but doesn't mean I have to agree with everything you do. Like, but it makes me like, but I can't tweet it or vent my frustration at it because now it looks like you're siding with that other person. You know? So it kind of made me think, like, watching black people on TV, reality TV, I can disagree with their behavior.
Yeah.
Like I never watched the scene that Roz was on. I just saw it from that clip. So I can disagree with her acting a certain way, or a black person, or even Martin. Martin's my friend. I can watch Love Island and be like, I'm not really agreeing with what he did here. But I feel like if I start tweeting it, I'm adding fuel to the fire.
Of course,
But did you see the clip?
The clip of Rose?
Not like just the topic in general. What
I saw it, and what's called, one of the girls on the pod was like, it's fine to correct, but just don't correct in front of whites.
Yeah, that too.
But that's the thing. Like, is that fair to wait?
I think it is, because like just being in situations where like you know how they're gonna look at us, and if you say it.
Yeah.
Now they're gonna be like,
see, one of
those.
you,
Do you get what I'm saying?
And then your own people are calling you a coon.
Yeah.
No, you look. They say you're the bad guy for siding with them. It's like I don't have to agree with everything Martin or Dami do on Love Island.
Yeah.
I don't, just because they're black doesn't mean if I don't agree with their behavior, now
you're anti-black.
Yeah.
But how do you guys deal with like conflict in the workplace then? Because like I know for me, I'm extra. I just like I don't even bother arguing. If you say something that I'm just like, yeah, cool, whatever. Like, because at the end of the day, I know this is a losing game for me. Because if I speak up now, and also pretty much nearly 2 out of 4 places I've worked, my managers have been women, and it's like if I start going at this white woman, bruv, it's not going to end well. Do you get what I'm saying? Because if we leave that room and I'm walking and I'm look like I'm angry and she looks like bruv, God forbid she cries. Oh my God.
That's it, Sullivan.
That's it. HR's calling me. HR's calling me. So I don't even bother arguing. I'm just like, yeah, cool, whatever. I'll deal with it and then I'll just ignore it or move on. So how do you guys deal with that?
I love a passive aggressive email. I will enter inside my current bag. I say, oh, hello. Just to reiterate. Blah, 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 blah. I love an email. Best in passive aggressive. Maybe that's what they like to do to me. Let's do it together. Well, let's do it back to each other. Since you have something to say, me too, I have something to say, but I'll say it in a very professional way. Basically saying fuck you. But it's very like I don't appreciate where there's an example of this, and just end it with like kind regards. Hope you have a good day. Jenn.
What happens after that though? Do they reply or is there awkward?
It's a bit
friction?
of awkwardness, but like they'll reply because first of all, not only have I emailed you, I've CC'd our boss because don't piss me off. Now everyone's involved. She just wants to be mad. Let's be mad together. Like let's all be mad together. There's a bit of friction after a while, but after that, everyone faces their fronts. You know, now I'm not the one to try that rubbish with.
Yeah, no, I don't. I barely have. There's only one time I've had real conflict like that. I kind of just was annoyed by Ariel because I didn't want to be seen. Right. But there's a time I got called into the office though by the management team. 3 managers were there because of conversation that was happening.
Oh, that was
So one of the guys at work, he's crazy, wild boy. We're at work at the desk, whatever, talking, and then there's we're talking here and now, and then Fiona's there. And one person then he was talking and he was talking about like women, and he made this analogy. He said, he made an analogy. He says, women are like dogs.
Oh, no.
Just take them on walks and feed them to keep them happy. He said this in the workplace. I walk away. I said, like, yo.
You have to distance yourself as quick as possible.
I just left it. I left the environment. I said nothing. I went because, like, obviously, when you're having a conversation like this, I don't know, like, obviously, I don't know if the other person's hearing us. Yeah. So you're not sure if she's hearing us or if she heard the comment.
But you just don't want to be a
But you're just like, yeah, no, I walk away.
Yeah.
Lunch happens. After lunch, Dick says, you and you come here to the office. They repeat. They said, is it true that you guys said this right?
You guys.
You
guys.
I said, I looked at them. I said, I did not say anything derogatory towards women. To be fair to that guy, he said, oh yeah, no, that was me. He owned up.
Oh, fair.
You have to. You have to.
Yeah. Because if nobody owns up, it becomes
the three of you.
The three of you. And if nobody's going to say anything, I was like, jeez. Do you know when something happens, you ever argue with like your partner, your friend, or whatever, and they repeat some of the stupid things that you say back, and it sounds even worse than it was when you first said it. You're like, oh, that's good.
Why did I think that was a good idea at the time?
But when she repeated it back, I was like, yeah, that's kind of mad if you're just a bystander.
And all you just hear is women are like dogs.
So I think that's probably the one time I was like, there was a conflict or friction in the work. For the most part, I really. For me, it was always like just being told, oh, I'm on my phone too much, I'm on this, I'm doing this, and I'm just sitting there like, okay, cool. Yeah. Like I don't know. You know what it is? Yeah, it's the politics of work that bothers me because you're telling me that I'm watching because I used to play a podcast, put it in the corner, and just leave it there. I'm not really paying attention, but like sometimes I might look over or whatever. Yeah. But they're saying it as if I'm watching 3-hour movies. I'm not getting my work done. This and that, and I'm just like. Fight back, did you? Nah, because you know what? In that situation, yeah, it's gonna go one of two ways. I might start speaking with a little vim in my voice now. I'm the angry you. Yeah. I'm aggressive. I'm this and that. Or like, and also you've already made your mind up about me because it's not this. This is a
conversation,
bro. Like I remember there was one guy that they hired. Right, he was like a Middle Eastern European guy or whatever. Right, my man comes in shorts. That was number one. You come in the shorts, fam. My guy, like, he had a little business on the side, so he just be all day long, just be scrolling through Amazon and stuff, finding stuff to sell, buying, selling, all of that. Do you know how long it took for them to call him to the office? But me, that I'm doing my work. You've never complained about my work.
There's one difference.
Oh yeah. Oh, trust me. Like, and that's why even even dealing with the police as well. Like, I have to be very, that's fine, blah blah. Because I remember the time I told you I almost got arrested, and then like I literally just moved like this. The guy was on smoke. I was like, okay, you know what? Let me just.
You think it should be that thing that Fred says, like, they can only arrest you if they can beat you up? You should be able to fight them first, and if they can't beat you up, they can't arrest you.
You know what though? I look at that sometimes, because sometimes I'm walking down the street and I'm like, you're a Fed. If I decided to walk fast, you wouldn't catch me.
It's not by ability.
But Jen, how's your move to London been? Because you were obviously here.
Yeah.
Well, I know you from DCU and that. I just remember today we were on that panel when Oloni pulled off.
Oh yeah.
Initially, but why did you decide to make the move, and how's the move been?
I think I didn't feel like Ireland had anything else to offer me
In terms of?
just life, career, everything. Like I was drained. Like I needed a change, and I feel like I'm a bit of like an ajala. I like to move a bit. I like move around. Like I don't like staying in one place for too long. So like I was just done with Ireland. So the move was good, and it was not. I moved the year of COVID.
Oh, 2020.
2019.
2019, okay. So,
So I moved summer just before COVID. It was tough in a sense, like I was away from, should I stop talking?
No.
I was away from like my friends, like my really close friends. I was in lockdown with my family. That was fun. With like my mom and my brothers, and I just didn't have like my friend network and that kind of thing. So I found it really tough. And then I found it really tough to like make new friends. And making friends as an adult is like
tough.
Boy, it's a different ball game. Like everybody has already gone to uni together.
Yeah.
They've clicked together. Yeah. They already have their little group that they're doing things. They might not even be going out. Everybody has their house party, but you need to know somebody to go to the house party. Everybody's already doing their own thing, and I'm just there. And I'm looking through Snapchat. I'm looking through Instagram. All my friends are doing little house parties. They're doing things. I'm saying, wow,
Must be nice.
must be nice. And this is the time like I would have been like, okay, I'll just come to Ireland. You know what? Fuck it, I'll just come to Ireland. But when at that point, Ireland was in lockdown where there's a 2-week holiday, 2-week hotel thing that you have to stay in. Yeah. So by the time I finish my 2 weeks, it's time for me to be coming back. Yeah. What's the point? Yeah. So like that was tough, but I'm glad that I moved. Like it's been great. Okay. Like it's been.
What's changed then to make it better?
Made friends.
Okay. How did you make friends as an adult?
Just going out for like things. So I met a bunch of my friends. I met them at a fashion workshop. And then we just kind of talked from there. Instagram as well. Like I met a few people from Instagram, and then we met in person and we got along, and then that kind of thing. And like going to activities and just like
putting yourself up, being intentional.
Exactly. Yeah. Even with like, you know, in school with your friends, you might not see them every day, but you're going to see them every day in school. Yeah. So you don't have to go out to the cinema. You don't have to go to, but you're still friends. But with like being an adult, you have to, we have to make plans. We have to go to the cinema and do this. Okay, we're going to this activity. Let's go pottery. Let's do it. You have to be so intentional about what you do with making friends as an adult. So I found it hard at first, but like now I think I found like my little community.
Yeah, because I was talking to Glad came to visit, and then she was like saying, because we were all in uni and everybody was in the interface, like there was a network of people where it was convenient for you. You're gonna be there anyways, so you're gonna see people.
So you're gonna talk.
But now it's like, if I don't make the effort, I'm not gonna see anybody. So it's a lot of friendships just fall to the wayside because either one person's making the effort and the other isn't, and it has to be both things. And you don't want to feel like you're burdening people. That's one thing I'm not good at this age anymore, because we do this podcast and it's part of it's being intentional and actually going out to make connections and make networks. Yeah, just can't be arsed, bro. Just can't.
But so nothing is gonna happen if you don't.
Can't be arsed.
No, you have to be arsed.
Yeah.
You have to.
But it's still like the thing is, it's easy to do, but then the day over is like, I just got home from work.
And someone just texts you, do you mind? Yeah, it's okay. yeah. Can we move? Yeah, we can, because I don't want to leave the house.
But you're in a situation where it's different to me, because I have a network of friends, of like friends here. Yeah. So to make like new friends, it feels like I don't have to.
You don't have
really.
to.
I would only do it for the sake of the podcast. Yeah. Whereas if I move to a different country,
you have to.
like I have
Yeah.
to be intentional. I
Yeah.
have to go out. You can't. We're not designed to be alone. Like,
Yeah.
like your friend was on the podcast before, and she's like, living alone has made her realize I'm not built
Yeah.
to be this way. I like
Yeah.
having my people
Yeah.
around, my friends around. You know.
Yeah.
Actually, what's called speaking about like friendships in school and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know when you're watching like TV shows and shit like that and like movies, they always like the 10-year reunion and they always make it seem like you're so old, bruv. I graduated school 12 years ago.
Yeah.
Damn.
What's called if no, but like what's called if you guys had to go to your 10-year reunion now, how do you feel like it would be?
Just, I probably wouldn't go. First of
Yeah,
all,
that's
like,
the thing.
yeah, like what am I going there to do? Like,
It's different for us because people that went to school 10 years ago, I still kind of see them on socials. So I
yeah,
still have like an update.
Yeah.
Whereas they were going 10 years reunion. they
like
haven't seen
wow,
anybody
yeah,
in a minute.
you made money. You are doing this. You're doing that. But just pick up my phone. I've seen their updates already. I don't.
Who was the most popular kid? Now you see, oh, they're actually popular. Okay.
You know, you don't know.
And then also that how many of us, like, let's say from like uni, how many of us actually were friends with people in our course? It's mostly like you made friends outside of you. Like, might have one or two. So now I'm going there to meet all 35 of you, and
that's
only one other person was that someone I actually liked. Why am I here?
I met Sam and Melissa in uni, and if I were going to go to a uni reunion, it'd be
Yeah.
for them too. I see them all the time anyway.
Exactly. So what's the point?
outside of your culture, let's put it that way.
Yeah,
Like people that aren't black, let's put it that way.
I didn't really talk to anybody in uni anyway.
Yeah,
I
in
didn't
uni.
really talk to anybody that wasn't black in uni.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was in,
me too.
I was in lectures. I was in the interfaith getting coffee.
Yeah. Same.
Yo, are we racist?
No, it's just long, man. It's just felt like an effort. But in making friends, have you had to be weary? Because people say people can be snaky, people can be dodgy.
Have I had to be what?
like cautious in who you're letting in your bubble?
I wasn't at first, and then I had a bad experience with a friend.
Talk to us.
Oh, people are mad.
What are you laughing for?
People are mad.
And what happened? They're not listening to this podcast.
I'm trying to see how I can get into the detail without getting into the detail. She's laughing because she knows the madness that I saw.
They don't know the distance to this podcast.
So let's say I was friends with this girl, yeah. I just don't think the level of friendship that she thought we had. One thing about me is like, it takes me a while to open up to people, and it takes me a minute to like actually bond with you properly. And I think it's vice versa. Like I don't expect you to tell me your life story like 2 months. It takes time to like build up walls and build up trust. And there were just certain expectations that she was giving for me. And I'm a very laid back person. I'm trying to say, I can't say certain things because everyone will know who I'm talking about.
Just so you know,
Yeah.
we don't cut shit out.
No. There's certain things that I was.
Unless you want to take down the minutes now.
Even then.
Yeah. Okay. We're close enough where like we're doing things together and stuff like that. And she had certain requirements like, oh, like I don't like when people do these things and things like that. And I'm pretty laid back. I'm like, yeah, sure. It's not and one thing she always used to say is for my mental health. It affects my mental health. So she said that and I'm like, okay, no problem. Terms and condition. I'm like, yeah. But she said one time and I said, no, I ain't doing that. I was like, no, that's I'm not going to do. And she literally blew up like, you're so inconsiderate. I do so much for you. I said, okay, tell me what you do. We're looking at each other. She's looking at me. I was looking at her. No, tell me so that I can know and I can tell you not to do it again. What are you doing? No, I just do something. I go out of my way for you. Okay, example. Oh, nothing. Okay, so I'm not going to do this. And it became such a big deal. And I didn't want it to become like a big issue. So the next day I spoke to her and I was just like, okay, let's resolve it. I was like, did I say something to you that triggered you? Because how can you say one small thing and it's exploded into kind of a massive thing? I don't see how that, it doesn't match up. And she was just like, no, I just think you're making excuses and you're just so inconsiderate and blah, blah, blah. I just said, okay.
So that's the end of it.
No. I said, oh, okay. So we're going to let that slide. At this point, we'd booked a trip together. Kind of locked in on that, so I'm just like, okay, let me just allow it, let it go. Went on the trip. Even on the trip, I was doing a bit of madness, but I said, I ain't got time for this shit. I'll just one thing about me, I can carry myself and be moved. I'm not a tree. I can move. Like it's not that deep. I leave. Okay, so that happened. And we're getting around. My birthday came along. She was in my birthday group. We had like a dinner. She was there. She got along with everybody. Cool, no problem. And then one of my friends wanted to come over for something. And she was just like, I just don't feel comfortable with this person coming. I said, huh?
for your thing.
Yeah.
She's telling you she doesn't feel comfortable.
Yeah,
with
I said, huh?
Suck it up, man.
I said, well, okay, but like, person is not going to be in your space. Like, it's not, you don't have to deal with it. She's just like, no, I just don't feel, I don't think blah, 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 blah. You're saying too much.
But she wants you to just say to that, tell the other person, don't come.
Yeah.
So you should be comfortable.
Yeah. I was like, no, I'm not doing that. And from then, that just kind of escalated into like, around Christmas time, this girl, from the 30th of December to the 4th of January, she was sending me paragraph abusing me. I reported her to the police. It's just that they said it's a domestic dispute. I was like, I need to get a restraining order. You're crazy. Like, I'm so sorry. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, sorry. Even my mom got involved. Like, my mom came over, was like, okay, what's the issue? Blah 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 blah. My mom was just like, yeah, you need to this friendship. You need to just. She was like, this person is like, yeah, she's angry. Does it hurt you that the friendship had to? Oh no, like, it was a bit sad that it went to that level, but like, if you're gonna make a mountain out of a molehill, it's not even a molehill, how to stand. Like, how can you make things so little be so exaggerated? Like, she was at it, like, you know, like someone just picking a thing, like, it was at it. And when I decided, okay, I'm just gonna leave and completely, even that was not enough for her. She was like, oh, you're playing victim, you're always playing. I said, okay, you're acting like someone that's not okay. I'm removing myself from the situation. You're angry that I'm removing myself from the situation. How does that make any sense? Yeah. I think there were some things where she told me in hindsight, there were red flags that were very flashing amber. Sorry, the H factor was really come alive. Flashing amber.
You said you missed that.
I do miss it. I do miss my pure Nigerian friends. Did you?
It was flashing amber, and I should have seen it then, but I didn't really like. I really did like her, and I thought she was a lovely person, so I didn't see the signs. Now, after everything has happened,
you're like, oh yeah.
Not even that. People that I know. And I'm saying, to be honest, when we saw that you were friends with her, we were a bit worried for you. Yeah. So why didn't you say anything? You're like, you were already inside, so maybe she had changed.
Yeah. I've had a friend recently, similar situation where she made friends with someone. Yeah. Everybody was like, yo, careful. And she was like, I'm going to experience it myself because I don't want somebody to just go screwed over. Same thing happened. Same thing that everybody was telling her about happened to her. So,
like, have you ever been cool with someone and like how they speak about ex-friends makes you be like, I don't know if I want to be your friend.
Yes, when I was younger, I wasn't their friends, but you know when you're like you're talking about earlier, like in uni, your network is bigger. You think people are your friends just because you see them every day, but maybe they're not. So this was a guy. These like guys, their thing is like when say if one guy has a girlfriend, they'll all try to hit on her. They'll all try to like move to her. That was like their thing.
I always found that so fucking weird,
what kind of
man.
thing is that? That's so weird.
And sometimes it'd be like, one of them would have sex with their friend's girlfriend and they'll report and say, see, your girl, I told you she's like that. And this was
they secretly just wanted each other.
I was not in their circle, but I could play football with them. But I saw this behavior, I was like,
yeah, no,
I can't believe this man's move like this. And obviously your turn comes, they hit on your girl.
Of
you
course.
can't really then be surprised.
Yeah, that they're doing it to you.
They're doing it to you, and then you're like, she'll tell you, and you're like, yo, I'm not really. But that kind of situation where I wouldn't say they were my friends, but when you're like 15, 16, you're like, everybody's like in a big group, you think they're like, yeah. This one's wrong. What about you?
Yeah, you know what? I will say I've kind of been low key blessed with friends. Like I haven't really had any crazy fallouts or anything. Like a lot of my friendships hitting 15, 16, 17, almost 20 years. Like I haven't really had like a thing where it's a beef with somebody or like I just don't fuck with you. And even the people that we fizzled out, it's still love. Like it's like we're not friends, but like I don't hate enough, you. Do you know what I'm saying? Like if I see you, we'll say hi, we'll joke, we'll banter, all that kind of shit. But it's not like nah, fuck that person. And honestly, I don't have the time to be the
capacity for that. Yeah. But also speaking of friendship, like, do you guys see the whole Meg and Nicki?
Auntie Agbaya. Please.
Can someone explain to me what happened? Because I actually don't know what happened.
So apparently Megan's new song. Is it a new song? Yeah, her new song. She's talking about like how sexual predators or people that been to prison for sexual assault, whatever, their register should be public. Like people should know who they are. Obviously, Auntie Nicki. I have to be careful because the barbs are very. Auntie Nicki's husband is,
It's one of them.
Yeah, it's one of them. So she took that on top of her head as that's a personal attack.
Do you know when you're triggered when someone's talking about a topic?
Yeah.
And the shoe fits.
Yeah. You're burning.
Your head.
You're burning.
You see that video yesterday, the porn head on someone's head.
Basically. Well, she now took it too far. Like, insulting Megan and talking about Megan's dead mom and stuff like that.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Is it true that Meg slept with her dead mom's partner? That's what I heard on the timeline.
Bro,
the internet.
when did you turn to Wendy Williams?
Why would you?
The internet. Do you know? Because obviously, when you're working and you're like trying to on the timeline, I'm just seeing as like saying, or someone tweeted saying, sleeping with your dead mom's boyfriend is mad. But I have also heard a thing about trauma bonding, where people, if they lose someone close to them, they get really close.
Yeah, you get close, not under.
Who says how close they can get?
Yeah, I don't have anything to say
Two
about
wrong
that.
moves.
But the narrative is now like Nicki's a bit of a mean girl because every time there's another woman or girl in that space,
Yeah.
she kind of like resisted.
Yeah, but this has been said about Nicki for years.
Yeah, it's not new.
Like literally, and Nicki's just one of those people where she's just ruining her own legacy.
Yeah.
By her hands herself, but nobody's doing it. She's hard that she'll burn it to the ground.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Them people are kind of weird still.
The celebrities.
Yeah, but like it's just like, you know what I've always find, yeah. If people are doing and they're talking, I look at it, they ain't talk about me, and I put my phone down.
Yeah.
Because once you start replying and doing all this, it's like,
You've never met the Barbs.
do you oh no, I've met them. I've seen them in action. But it's like, why are you jumping for a bullet that wasn't meant for you?
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? And
do you think it's like a thing where Nicki thought, again back to the friendship, so like because she thought maybe they had a friendship or whatever, you touching on this topic is you coming at me?
Okay, so your friend should have an opinion.
But it goes back to what we were saying before earlier. It's like when we're talking about the situation, we shouldn't
call it out in public. Yeah,
I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
like, if she should have her opinion, and I can have an opinion, and it's nothing to do with you.
Yeah,
that's just my opinion on the matter.
yeah.
Or you thinking it's because no, this thing affects me. And you as my friend, you shouldn't publicly.
But then you could say the same way, like, okay, she didn't like the song. From my understanding, her and Megan were pretty friendly before that. Yeah. You could have picked up your phone and be like, hello, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's the thing about adulthood, and even like talking about flipping when what's her name when she danced with Usher, what was her name, Kiki Palmer, and a man took it on the timeline.
Oh yeah.
This is your wife.
Do you know what I mean? You could actually call her.
Like, you don't even
need to take it
go
on
home and go and see her.
Do you know?
So I do agree with that.
Yeah.
If it's a true friendship,
yeah,
it's a true like relationship, and you're uncomfortable with the subject.
Yeah,
matter,
talk to the person.
But Nicki wanted her Barbs to get her. Nicki wanted.
And they did. Apparently, they went like they had to get security for her mother's grave because like the Barbs were going to dox her.
Honestly, you know, genuinely, I don't understand being a grown ass adult that pays taxes and goes to work, and one celebrity that I don't know from Adam is calling me to war.
Celebrity culture. You're going outside.
You know what I'm saying? Drake said, "Guys, come and attack this person." I'm
yeah.
logging in to come and attack.
Did not see? I think January 6th, Trump said they stole the election from us. We need to go to the Congress House.
And what
people
they do?
flew to Washington, and so we're gonna take.
But like,
it's giving joblessness.
I understand like sheep mentality and all of that, but
it's not that deep.
Is nothing in life is that deep.
Yeah.
No.
Because that same person, if it was their brother that called them, "Look, come back me," they're not coming.
Yeah.
I lie.
Shout out Nicki though. Shout out Nicki. Hey,
shout out Nicki for what?
If you can get the Barbs out
we're not shouting out.
No.
Nope.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, nah. Nicki just ruined her legacy, man.
Yeah.
Another thing I saw this week. Do you guys see the Batters UK?
I didn't really read it as much because
I saw it on Sky News and I was like,
oh, you did?
Yeah.
On Sky News.
Sky News. Oh, the way I think I bookmarked it. The way they described it, yeah, and I was like, "This."
You're really becoming Wendy Williams, aren't you?
But I was saying, some of these topics. Sometimes I have topics I want to talk about, but I just forget.
Yeah.
It says Batters UK is a reality show which contestants are encouraged to drink, fight, and generally behave badly. And obviously, the cast is predominantly black, and I think
Lani Good, yeah.
Yeah, she's the one that kicked us off. Now, I hear it. That kind of content isn't for me anyways. I don't want to watch drunk people, old grown-ass men do that. But my thing is, the way they described it, Jersey Shore and Geordie Shore did the exact same thing.
That was America.
Geordie Shore was in Newcastle.
Oh, yeah.
And it was glorified.
But that wasn't about fighting. That was just about going out and pulling.
But they were getting drunk.
And fighting. Yeah, they were.
It was the same thing.
That's true.
They were getting drunk and fighting.
Yeah.
And this was like one of primetime TV.
Yeah, that's true.
And now it's like when Lan, I don't like the shows. I don't like that kind of shows anyways. Mm-hmm. But hey, if there's a space for it and people are willing to watch it, the Real Housewives kind of space.
Oh, I love that. Love a Real Housewives.
But what's the difference then?
So Real Housewives is obscene wealth. They're basically just showing us obscene wealth. They fight, they're catty and all of that, but it's just about them showing off that they have money. It's not really about them drinking and messing and all of that. It's literally them just showing us their lifestyle with money. So I'm here for it. You see a couple of white women shouting at each other, oh no, you did this. No. But at the same time, they're carrying a Birkin in their hand as they're arguing. It's entertaining.
Yeah.
Okay, so if the baddest UK girls got a bare money, does that change your opinion on it?
Or it's a bit too ratchety right now. Like term.
But I didn't even watch Jersey Shore. Like there's certain type.
Watch a few,
those kind of reality TV is not my kind of reality TV. I like the Real Housewives. Like I enjoy that. I enjoy like game shows and stuff like that. But I don't really like the whole drinking, going out to pool, all that. It's not my vibe.
Mm-hmm. See, I saw Zizi, the one to talk about.
Oh yeah, I saw what she said.
Yeah, she's the kind of conversation is like maybe as black people we shouldn't do this kind of content because we're reinforcing stereotypes and we're allowing them to see us in this way that they already do. And what do you guys think of that? Because I was like, they do Jersey Shore, which is the same thing. Like when they do it, it's like, oh, it's fine.
I get what she's saying, but should we limit ourselves? As black people, not to do certain things because we don't want to be in a stereotype. Those people want to do bad. That's what they like. Their day-to-day life, they do stuff like that. So now there's just a camera involved. Like they enjoy doing things like that. So because they're black, they shouldn't do it. At the end of the day, regardless of what they do, the white people are still gonna say shit. Do you get?
Yeah, but I think it's one of those situations where when you're black, you're kind of like one black person is representation for all of us.
Yeah.
Where with white people, they have the luxury of being individualized. Of like that's their man, that's their man, that's their man. Whereas with us, we're thugs, we're this, we're that, we're that. And it's just kind of like, it's just really feeding into that. So I can see why it's like, like when it comes to Jersey Shore and Geordie Shore and all of those things, I don't care about white people doing all that shit. It has nothing to do with me. But when it's now black people, and then that's the shit that the white people love. Now they're looking at it and that's like, do you get what I'm saying? Or what's got now in Dublin, something happens, there's a party, a fight happens to happen, it's all over the socials.
I said, that's what we told you.
That's what they're attaching it to now. And now that becomes our narrative for everything.
So do we have to be perfect at all times so that we don't fall into the trap of being stereotyped?
Do we limit ourselves not doing the exact same content they want just because we don't want them to perceive us a certain way? I get that, like we have a responsibility for that, but also at the same time I'm like,
live your life.
Live your life. Lani good, if that's what I get it, we are ordered. Whereas they're not ordered, they can be individual. We're like seen as a monolith. So now you're watching, and especially the way Sky described it, like, drinking and behaving badly, and that's going out to predominantly. I saw a quote tweet, 1K quotes. I was like, they are cooking somewhere today.
500 are on fire.
At the same time, I agree with Jen. I'm kind of like, we can't just be like saying like, oh, but how are white people going to look at us? Like I just don't subscribe that into that anymore.
I hear that, but it's just one of those situations where it's different when we live in a predominantly white countries. Do you get what I'm saying? Like what's called, because stuff like that, if like I'll use Ireland as an example, whereas like people, like if they see is that if the perception is that black people they're all rowdy when they drink, they get really bad and whatever, even though that's how Irish people are. But when it now comes to us trying to throw events and shit like that, that's what they're going to use to not give us venues. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's like, it's unfortunate that every single one of us is a representation of every single one of us. But at the end of the day, like, it's not, the world isn't about being fair. It's about what reality is. So it's kind of like, your stupidity over there, granted you get your bag and everything, but you're fucking up my bag now. That's why I feel like it's kind of slightly different.
So I do agree with Zizi, and I do see where she's coming from, especially because the way I watched the video and she described it, especially being a black woman, and a lot of these shows is black women, and it's like, you guys are just reinforcing these things that we fought so many years to show them, because she's in a space now where she's in professional BBC, all these corporations are working with her, and it's because she had to fight for that. Now it's making like it's looking like giving the perception that you guys are only doing a bit of my work that I've tried so hard to put you guys on. But
to be honest, I've never really. I understand why people like it. Like people love the car crash, they love the drama, they love all of that. But I don't know. I just don't find it interesting seeing people. People, especially you know what as well. When you can tell that you don't really care. Like you're only beefing because you want this to happen, or you want
screen time.
This, do you get what I'm saying? You want screen time, and like I don't know. It just feels all. Like, it's the same thing with, like, the Real Housewives and all of those. It just feels like...
Scripted reality.
Yeah, do you get what I'm saying? Like, you just woke up, but there's cameras there.
But there's some things that happen. They didn't script that shit.
Yeah? My missus tries to update me all the time. I'm like...
It's Joseph.
Guys that I like, though, oh, he's the best. He's
What,
like a producer.
I bet you he was toxic.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Of course he was.
I think it's like it's Jay or something. He's a producer for all these people. He has like 2 baby moms here.
Oh, is it the one that what's called? There's a meme of him. There's a girl dancing in front of him in the
Yeah,
studio.
that's my
I don't know which one
nigga.
you're
Oh, what's his name? What's called?
Stevie J or
He's
something.
Stevie J.
Oh,
That's my guy. If in another life, I'm Stevie
that's
J.
Love and Hip Hop. Yeah.
In another life, I'm Stevie J.
Why?
But I
'Cause
can't
you
afford to be that toxic. The money. That guy is so funny. Like, I've been hearing the stories. I'm like,
Nah,
and the women are still coming back to him.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
yeah. I'm like, oh, this guy's the guy. If you can make to come back, is the guy. But Jen, I follow Israel. I think you're on a fitness journey as well. Because you're always top of that leaderboard thing. Like,
Boy.
what the fuck is that? Is it just...
So unfortunately, I'm not with him anymore because
Okay.
I'm trying to do it myself.
Yeah.
But
So you got the information, you said deuces.
no, I was with him for like a year. But my whole idea of like getting a PT was like I wanted to learn how to do things myself. I really wanted to like get into my fitness, but I didn't know what to do in the gym. So I needed a bit of support and like with meal plans and all of that. So that is at the end of every month, the last 2 weeks of every month, we have a steppers competition where whoever gets the most steps wins. And you know what can I say? I be trekking. Just for that, I'm very competitive. When he puts down, I say, I bet, let's go. I'm gonna start matching.
Wait. What's the... How do you count the step? Just on an app?
Yeah,
Oh,
like
he has
you,
an app, okay.
you know, with like the Apple Watch, it
Yeah,
connects.
yes.
Yeah,
yes,
so
yes,
he
yes.
has an app, a fitness app where all his like he will show you your meal plan, your exercise, everything. So once he does, it creates the group for the Steppers Challenge. We're all in a leaderboard where we can see each other. So from your Apple Watch and your phone, it automatically connects to the app. So whatever steps you do, will automatically read on the app. Yeah.
So do you just wake up one day and see someone did 10K yesterday?
Boy,
Let me go and
there
trek.
was one person here. I would like the night before I'll be on like 3K ahead. I'm like, yes, okay. I'll sleep. I wake up the next morning 6K above. Are you? Where are you going? No, where are you? Because I went to bed at 10 p.m. So where were you going? Now
He waits for the end of the day to see
yeah.
your score.
So he said, I bet I'm gonna.
No, but those things get you competitive.
There's some times
That's
where
good.
in my house, and like my mom's just used to it now. In my house, like 10 p.m., I'll get up, walk outside, and I'll be trekking up and down my estate to get my steps for like an hour because I'm like, no, I'm pissed.
I must win.
Or when you think you've done well, you've checked it out, but okay, you're doing good. 10 minutes later, you check because sometimes it delays before it reads. Someone is like just 2K above you. 2K is like 30 minutes walking. You can get like 5K. I'm going outside.
Is there a reason for your fitness journey, like why you want to go to the gym? Because everybody's like it's different. It's like,
Yeah. So I was just trying to get into because I wanted to incorporate it into my lifestyle.
Yeah.
Like I just wanted to be fit overall. I really wanted because I'm not sure if I'm gonna have kids or if I want to have kids, but if I do, and you don't exercise, whatever, it's gonna be hard to incorporate that into your lifestyle then. But if it's already part of who I am and it's part of my thing, like I wake up in the morning, I go for walks, that kind of thing. I just wanted to incorporate it into my lifestyle. I'm pretty like, in general, I would say I'm pretty healthy. I don't snack. I eat healthy food. I don't really like fast food. So in that part, I'm good. But it was just the exercising bit that I didn't really.
So you have the hard part is the food part because I'm a snackers.
Oh, I'm not a snacker.
I love snacks. But
Oh, I love a good snack.
yeah, it's like every time. I'm the same. I incorporated it into my life because the fall off by getting back to school from like you do 2 PE sessions, I had 2 football training and then matching again on a Sunday. So I'm working out maybe like running, sprinting like 6 hours a week.
Yeah.
And then you get to college, okay, less so. You
do a
get to
little
9 to 5, less so. So
So,
I'm
yeah.
kind of like,
Especially when you buy a car as well. Oh my god.
Oh,
it's over.
I used to drive 2 minutes down the road to not pick up something like.
It's over. So I was like, no, I have to incorporate it into my lifestyle. So kind of
Yeah.
like you when I do have the kid and all the life starts to change, but if it's already part of your routine,
Yeah.
you find it easy to kind of
Yeah.
get back to it.
But I'm so into it now. Like I'm starting the hard 75 on month tomorrow.
What's that?
75 hard.
75 hard.
What is that?
So it's a 75 days challenge where no alcohol, no snacks, no cheat days. You exercise 2 days, two times a day, 45 minutes workouts. One of them has to be outdoors. You have a meal plan and you have to like stick to it. What else? You have to drink a gallon of water. You have to take progress pictures and
Read 10 pages of a book.
read 10 pages of essentially non-fiction, but you can interpret it how you want.
And if you miss a day, you start again.
You miss a day, you start from.
And what are the results you should be seeing or expecting to see?
I
at
want
the
my
end?
body to look good. I want to look fun. 0% body fat. That's what.
0%.
Like I'm on. Like I think I'm like 8 now. So I just need to just
So by the time it's finished, it'll be right in time for summer.
She get.
And
I have trips
pop
planned,
outside
so just-
differently.
Outside. And your plans for the summer? Anything?
I'm going to Bali in June. My friend's 30th.
How long are you going for?
A week.
A week
It's-
only.
Yeah, it's for her birthday. So
Okay.
yeah, that. My mom's doing her 50th in June as well
Okay, is that?
in London.
London as
Yeah,
well.
yeah. So it's a big party. So
Booked and busy.
what can I say?
What's good? Do you consider yourself a fashionista?
I like fashion. I know how to dress.
I've seen some class pics. Like,
Oh,
of
thanks,
you.
thanks, dear,
recently.
thanks. I like fashion. I like to dress. I don't know. Will I say I'm a fashionista? Probably not.
Yeah,
What
'cause
constitutes a fashionista?
Yeah.
I don't know. You're asking the wrong person.
I think if I see you trying to do aesthetic dressing online, you're a fashionista, man. If I see you just wearing one red jacket, one red jacket with boots, because I saw Lakon trying to style abs. You put a red jacket on them. So, all right, there you go. That's fashionable for me.
What's good? I see that you're like into like making clothes and,
Yeah.
and so on and stuff like. How'd you get into that?
From a young age, I've always been designing. Like I've always been sketching out things or whatever. And around after COVID, I was broke. Like money was tight. I was living in London. Everything was expensive, and I'm a shopaholic, so I couldn't really get my kicks out. So I started going to thrift stores again. I used to do that when I was younger, but I never did that. I stopped doing it for a while. So I went back into thrift stores, and I used to find like really nice pieces, but they weren't my size. I said, you know what? I'm actually going to alter it to make it fit my body. And then from then I was like, okay, let me try and make my ideas, because like sometimes I dream designs that I want. I dream clothes that I want to wear, and I might not necessarily find them in physical form. But if I can make it, then I can wear what I want.
So you like,
I say that.
I don't understand this, so I want to understand this. So is it that you're just having a regular dream and you're just thinking, right, I look banging in this dream, I need that fit in real life? Or is it that there's like you're just dreaming and you see this dress and it's like lights coming down, it's like,
No, it's either like I'm wearing something and I'm like, oh my God, like, and then I remember like this skirt or like this top, the way I put it together, this was really sick, or like the way it's kind of shaped, or the aesthetics of it, I'm like, okay, that's really nice. Or I might have an idea in my head. Okay, for example, I have a party sometime this month and it's all black, and I've been trying to find like an outfit for it, and nothing spoke to me, nothing, whatever. So yesterday I went thrifting with like one of my friends that I just made a fashion friend, and she was like, oh, you can do this with this. So I just bought like 2 pieces of like black dresses that I can kind of do something to. I didn't really know what I was going to do. And between yesterday and like me sleeping and this morning, I know what I'm going to make with that clothes. Like it just came to me in like my dream. I was like, okay, if you do it like this and like this will look, just the silhouette of what it's supposed to look like, I already know. So I'm just going to try to achieve that.
What if you forget the dream? Do you know when sometimes you have a dream and you forget what you dream? Do you wake down and write it down quickly, or do you just...
Usually with like design.
Is it like a dream when you're sleeping? Is that what
Yeah, when I'm sleeping, or
sorry.
like I'm just like staring into space or just daydreaming, and I've seen the vision of like what I want to make. And usually with designs, it usually stays.
Okay.
Sometimes, not all the time, but like I usually remember.
Yeah, because I know Victor Alfred put a screenshot once. He said he had a dream about a skate he wanted to do.
Yeah.
And he put the screenshot. The screenshot was like, the writing was all over it because obviously he was in sleepy, so
Yeah.
he didn't write the perfect.
Yeah, sometimes that
message.
happens. Sometimes
Yeah.
like I'd wake up and I'll just quickly like write a draft of like, okay, this, and then later on I'll come back to and I'll be like, okay, I might have completely forgot, but like the notes will help. So like, depends.
And you said earlier, like, I have 2-part question here. Are you gonna ever come back to Ireland? Is London like the place you're gonna live now?
I'll probably leave as well.
You probably leave London.
Yeah.
Where would you go next?
I don't know.
It's
Maybe
funny, we were just
Dubai or
talking about this
something.
before you came here.
Yeah.
Maybe Dubai or something. I don't know.
Oh yeah, Dubai.
Yeah.
Have you been?
No, I'm going in September.
Oh jeez, man, Bali, Dubai.
It's busy, man.
Okay, money, Jess. I hear it. Man. I hear it.
With your making clothes and stuff like that, yeah, is it something that you'd like to do? Is it just a personal thing that you just like doing it for yourself, or is it something you'd like to do like as a profession and be like, oh, like I'm a designer, like that's what I do?
Oh, I'd like to do it as a profession. Like I'm working on bringing out my own brand, but I'm such a perfectionist. I want it to be perfect when it comes out. That's why it's taking me so
I read
long.
somewhere it said people that say perfection is just a form of procrastination.
Facts.
Because you're just buying what, instead of sometimes you just have to pull the trigger and go for it. But like people be like, nah, I'm still planning.
But I'm saving. It's not even planning. I'm saving towards it as well, because like
Okay.
I want it to come out and I want it to be quality. I don't want, because now before when I didn't know how to sew, I couldn't really pick apart like garments and stuff like that. But now I know how to sew. I know when the seam is not done properly. I know when this is not done properly, and it's gonna take time. And it's like doing samples alone takes a year for like a good sample if you want the best result at the end of the day. So like it's a process. It's not necessarily like I have procrastinated in the past. I'll put my hands up. Yeah, I've done that. But like I think now I'm the stage where I'm just trying to put my eggs in the basket and just make sure everything is aligned and it's done properly when it does come out.
Is there anything you're planning or procrastinating to do?
Fam, if I start listing, we'll talk about it.
But then I wanted to ask both of you actually. See Fredo, he went to jail in Dubai because he got caught with weed.
Yeah.
The thing is, obviously, Burna Boy not recently, I think it was pretty recently, said he rejected a gig in Dubai because he didn't want to smoke weed.
He likes the ganja.
Yeah. Is the thing like, is that one of those things, if you're going to get offered, if you can't go without it, just don't go to Dubai and perform? Because 5 years of your life in a prison in Dubai, it's like, that's crazy to me.
And that's not a prison you want to go to.
Yeah, do you know?
Yeah. Fredo was he had a career up ahead of him. So I don't know, like, I guess when you're probably that level of famous and wealth, you probably feel like you're a bit invincible. Yeah. You feel like things are above you.
Nah, because like you see people like Lil Wayne, Snoop Dogg, all of them talking about it's not really the vibe like that. Yeah. Like they'll do that in Europe all the time, but like Dubai is not the place
you need to know your limits.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like there's like the thing is everyone's like, oh, Burna Boy, like he's a nitty or whatever. But the thing is like for him, if granted 5 million is a lot of money to everybody, but if 5 million is something that I'm worth, like it doesn't mean as much to me. And why would I then put myself there knowing that I'm going to be unhappy and potentially if I want to be happy, I might get locked up in a place I don't want to be locked up?
Yeah.
Just leave it.
Yeah.
Just say, I'm not going.
When I went to Bali, my friend, he sparked up a joint and an Australian man heard like smelt it and he says, brother, put that out because here, 20 years. Just after he did that, I said, my guy, if you want to do all that stuff, make sure I am nowhere near
because they say you
I'm not even participating.
20.
He said they can get because they take it so serious of it. For them, like you know how some country weed is still like a proper drug. Yeah. So for them, if they even like, because he smelt it, and he was like from Australia, and he just walked over to us and he says, "I live here, like here." They don't play with that kind of thing. Damn. But so you're going to countries like Dubai, and I've heard people get caught with like sex toys in their bag, and they just don't play with
things like that.
With things like that at all. So I don't know what Fredo was think. I guess that you do think maybe it's not gonna be me. I know you say Snoop Dogg and Lil Wayne are gonna say it, but you always think it's like.
Nah, it won't be me.
Yeah, but like I think also as well, like certain celebrities and stuff like that. When you have a certain level of money, you know, when you go most places, you throw around enough money.
You can get shit done.
Rules get bended. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But then again, Dubai is not a place like your money's not chatting to their money.
And Dubai is one of those places that's so again I wouldn't understand, but because Dubai is like there's so much to like it's so open and so much to do that I don't know if you need that for extracurriculars or if it's like reliant on it. Do you know there's two types of thing. If you're just doing it for recreation, I would have been like, well, addictions are real, so maybe that's
but then once again, it's just like
don't go.
Yeah. Like the thing is, if I know that I need it to be there, I need it to live. Yeah. I'm just not going because, bruv, like remember what we were saying like two episodes ago. It's like, what are you willing to go to jail for? Yeah, weed is not one of them.
Yeah,
for sure. But Jenn, have you ever been to the R&B slow jams? Is this your first one as well?
First one, yeah.
Why did you go to the one in Ireland and not to the ones in Dublin or the one in London or anything? What's this one bringing?
I just came to see my friends and just happens that it's the weekend. Yeah. And I didn't go in London. I don't really go to London events anymore. Okay. Because I feel like I see the same people.
Yeah, we say the same thing about here.
Yeah, I see the same. But here it's novelty. I've not seen everybody in like months, so like it's nice. Yeah. But like in London, I feel like I see the same people, and it's a different vibe of going out in London and going out here.
I like that you're very intentional about seeing your friends here and that you're back like every 3-4 months, because I guess it kind of shows that. Because you had to make friends, you're more intentional with the friends you already had.
And I think like also we're all in like different spaces in our life. Like
what space are you in now? Because I know some people are in their lover girl era.
Do you know I'm a lover girl at heart always, but I think I'm in the era of like
toxicness.
No.
That's just you.
No. I'm in the way of working myself.
Oh, God. No, like being the best me I can be. So like I'm really putting a lot of intention into myself. Yeah. Like I feel like I've put intention into my friendships. Like I've made that connection. Like I've made those bonds. Like now I need to put that into myself. So like working on myself, like doing the hard 75, like working out all the time. I'm gonna start taking myself on dates and things like that. So just spending more time like.
What does taking yourself on date look like? What are you gonna do?
So I might go to like a gallery and then go out for food after. Maybe take myself do a bit of window shopping. I might buy something or not. Just like walk around. Yeah.
As Fred on 90s Baby said to Simply Shy, would you not take cock out on a date as well?
Would it not be firewood?
That's what Fred and Simply Shy says, have you ever traveled with cock? So would you not take a guy and pay for him, make him feel special? I'm here advocating for
If it was my man,
only
why
if it was
not?
your man. Not just a guy.
Not just a guy.
Why
Or if
you
he was my
advocating
friend. Or one of my friends. I would do that with like one of my male friends. Yeah, no problem. But
That's good. In the era of working on yourself, in the era of doing what works for you.
yeah.
Oh, I like
What are you in the era of?
Right now, honestly, I'm just adjustment. I'm in my adjustment era. I'm adjusting to a new job. I'm adjusting to being a dad. I'm adjusting still incorporating working out, gym in my life. I'm adjusting to still coming here every week. I have to give myself grace because if employment gives you 6 months probation to actually find your feet,
you
much
should give yourself.
much is happening right now in my life.
Did you just say your baby's on probation?
No. I'm on probation. I'm on probation because there's so much just to adjust to right now all at the same time.
Yeah,
Sometimes I feel overwhelmed, but I'm like, brother, if a workplace tells you have 6 months to figure this out, so why am I thinking I'm gonna have a child, change jobs, and still like be doing all
And you'll
this,
be fine.
and then still be, and in 2 months I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
So that's the. I am struggling though. I won't lie. I was texting you last night. There is parts of it like I'm struggling. I'm finding hard to find motivation. It's things are going a bit stagnant, but I have to remember it's all still new.
Yeah.
It's only been 2 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's called new 2024. I'm not gonna ask you about New Year's resolutions, but how do you feel like your year has started?
Good. I started the new year in Cambodia.
Okay.
So I started
So it's money, Jenn. Well, why did you go Cambodia?
Why not?
How long were you there?
So I did almost a month in Asia, in Southeast Asia. So I did Vietnam, Cambodia, Thailand.
Oh yeah. Whereabouts in Thailand?
I did Koh Lanta and Bangkok.
Okay. I did Bangkok. Bangkok was messy. I could understand how that movie Hangover happened in Bangkok. Like, there's that main strip that you go to. That was cool.
I think I did only like 8 days in Bangkok. The most I spent was in Vietnam. I loved Vietnam.
Yeah.
Absolutely loved it. I would definitely go back.
Yeah, I felt this. I did Bali and Thailand in 2018. I felt the same about like Bali. Like, it's just the best days are like, because obviously it's close to Australia, so a lot of Australians fly there and they just go like on the strips, like they just go for a party, like because that's their version of Spain and Portugal where Irish people go here. So the day they took us into like in mainland Bali, seeing the rice fields and how to make coffees, and I was like, nah, I need to go back, and eventually I will. But anything else
What are you charging to the game this week?
What am I charging today? We do segments. We say what's charging to game. Any L's you've taken lately?
It doesn't even have to be lately, just in general.
In general, get back to me on that. What are you charging to the game this week?
The thing that's pissed me off right now is work politics. Because adjusting from being at home from 2020 to now being in the office 4 days a week.
4.
Bruv.
4. Might be time to change jobs. No, 2 days in the office.
Oh, I only got here.
4 days.
Yeah, before Christmas it was 5. Yeah.
They got me in the door. They said, "Oh yeah, company policy 50%." Then I do my job. They tell me, "Actually, maybe not for this role."
Bro, so the same with me chatting to my
so
recruiter.
are you in the office more?
I changed jobs. Before I was drinking wine at 12 o'clock on a Friday. Take me back, man.
Do you know how much I miss the days of waking up at 8:59, logging in, being in bed, doing all of this.
Making sure just going through the emails saying nobody's looking for me. Nobody's looking for me.
Okay. Check your calendar. No.
When is the meetings? I was like, all right, let me go to the gym. I'll be back after this meeting.
But to now, walking the door at 9:03, getting policy. You have to be at 9.
They're strict.
Work-life balance is actually underrated.
Right now, I'm under a microscope at work.
Goddamn.
But like, it just is what it is.
How about you, Jenn? What are you charging to the game? What's going on with you?
Good spirits. I don't have anything. No else. No.
That's good.
Yeah. What am I charging to the game this week?
Oh, that your country's going to lose the final against Nigeria.
Oh.
I'm charging football Twitter
Bullets.
again this week. I am charging. Everybody wait for me. All my enemies wait for me. It's not their fault. I'm very loud on Twitter.
Okay.
If people say that Jordan guy's annoying on Twitter, I hear it.
You're like, yeah, fair.
Like, I can understand. But I'm charging out to the game this week. My enemies have been coming for me every time. They say we're waiting for you, but they have not won yet. Don't go for the AFCON.
Well, I always say if you ever want to get your girl into football,
Yeah.
AFCON, World Cup time is best time.
Girls are so funny.
But World Cup, I don't watch football.
Yeah.
I watch World Cup football. It's good.
Yeah, girls are funny watching football because they just come on like an emotional vibe. I just see tweets says, I don't like any from that country anyway. They smell. So I just talk about football, man. Because everybody gets patriotic and they're like, yeah, I didn't like. Now you're watching, like, so you man's really didn't like us. That's what I'm trying to say.
Niger Congo final, the timeline is going to be on fire.
Boy.
The timeline is going to be on fire.
I'm hosting a watch party at Vela.
Stop saying this. People will believe you. Like, you can't say that as jokes now.
Tickets on Eventbrite.
People are going to start saying, Jordan, send me link.
If Congo Nigeria make the final, Eventbrite, see you at Vela.
Hey, yo,
Okay.
We can fight. That day, because if that's the final we score, yeah, I'm off a shirt.
I thought you gave up on your 6-pack dreams.
People will send videos from my missus say, is this your husband?
Is this your man?
Is this your man? I'm off a shirt. Yeah, Villa, take us on the Eventbrite. But that's it. Thank you, Jen, for coming.
Thank you for having me.
It's always fun to have different guests, new guests. We've been having the same faces. Tired of them at this stage.
Yeah, and they keep telling us that we're cheating.
Right, we gotta go back and get ready for this R&B.
Yeah.
Hopefully you guys are there. Again, as I said, every week, Congo for the AFCON. If you
No.
made it to the end of the
Shit. What's it called? How are we doing? Are we doing video for this giveaway after?
Oh yeah, we can do the video.
Oh, did you see that tweet where one of your people men came for Nigerians and they said you guys should keep quiet because you're still under the rule of French?
See what I mean? See what I mean?
Look, honestly, we got independence.
Do you get what I mean? Like,
We have it's called Democratic Republic of Congo.
Actually,
It's called the Democratic Republic of Congo.
you know what as well, yeah. Someone was talking. I don't know why we're talking about like Irish culture and everything. And I was like, my country got its whole country back. That's what I know.
Islands away for the six.
You're not getting that back.
I saw some guy. He stitched. He did a TikTok. He says, "If Nigeria beat Angola, call me bastard." And someone stitched, says, "Bastard." The content this AFCON. I've been dying now, but yeah.
It's banned. What's called 10th of February. Make sure you're there. Paint a sip in.
Who's hosting?
It's me at Deminsky now. What's called tickets are still out. You can get tickets. We're gonna do a giveaway. Jordan will sort that out. We're gonna do a giveaway. Jordan will sort that out. And also, out of office, we're having another pop quiz.
you guys are doing bits. I see that.
I'm getting paid to be there.
He's doing this. This
Nah,
guy
I'm
is
joking. We
the
thank God.
hostess with the
mostest.
We thank God for life. But yeah, make sure you can go on my page, find tickets. I'll put the link whenever I get back on Twitter. But you go on my page, find everything there. And
You're on Twitter. You
Bro.
are missing out top class AFCON banter.
bro, I'm not going to say I haven't really been on anything.
Okay, right, fair
Like,
enough, fair enough. I live there.
yeah, Jordan. If Jordan has one superpower,
live there.
bro,
I'm not really there.
the day that I knew Jordan had a superpower of always being on the internet, I'm at his wedding. I'm watching Jordan. I look, he's tweeting.
Oh my god!
I got you, really.
It's an addiction. It's an addiction.
Yo,
Right, if you made it to the end of the pod and you didn't like anything we said today, well, you can
I will.
charge it. Bang, bang. Thank you for listening.
Bye.